morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? The toss out to Barkley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Barkley, toss play left. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This long drive continues here to start the second quarter. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Now, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Buying time to his left. Oh, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Patriot! Watch it now, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Gone! What we got? All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Cunningham from the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play on 3rd down for the Chiefs. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On 1st down, they go with Dixon. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. The point after is good. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Gun! Detroit! 55, Gun!
Working out of the gun. Mayfield, flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Cunningham looking to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, 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 gun.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On first down, it's Cunningham. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Cunningham. Forced out to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. All right now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Mayfield. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. All right now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. Goes underneath here to White. It's a 4-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Over. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Gun.
final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's got his target. That's more. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Come on, Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And a dump off to White. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
Green 39! Green 39!
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
The extra point up and good. And it is 28-0. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield going for the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
His throw caught right around the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
All right, now, look at this.
They'll run for it with Peterson. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense so far on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Now Anthony Lynn, sensing the play clock running out, will call for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Mayfield looks to throw. The open man is Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They run again with Peterson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it.
He's got it at the 15. A big play on 3rd down for the Chiefs. 43 yards. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 4th quarter, you got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They give it to Peterson. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
All right, now, look at
To throw on 3rd down. Cunningham. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. his kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And now out comes Houston. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And some space here. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Cunningham to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Handoff comes to Peterson. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. And this one is right down the middle. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing, Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Let's go. Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he slings one that's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On third down, it's Peterson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out comes Houston. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making them do it that way, didn't they?
Hey, now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down at about 9 to go.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
On third down, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Peterson a first down and more. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0.